I believe that's it. There we are. Alright, we're live, so I'm going to be playing Beta Minecraft 1.7.3. And here we are, I just started a new world. Now, I haven't really played too much Beta Minecraft. I just know... I only know a little bit about it. When I originally started playing, I actually had only started once 1.5, release 1.5 came out. So, this is totally new to me, but I wanted to try playing a more simplistic version, I guess. I typically play a pretty technical style, a lot of farms, a lot of redstone. Not so much building, but I do a little bit. Not very good at it. But typically when I make a world, I stick with it for a long time. And that's kind of what I'm hoping to do here. I want to put some more time into this version than I think most people would have been able to. They used to update the game really quickly, so I think there's a lot of things that could have been done here. Because if you don't know, pistons were added in this version, but the next version, I want to say the adventure update, it's adventure exploration update. Probably adventure. They totally changed up a whole lot, especially technically. They added, I want to say, creative mode. A lot of other things. They really changed the game a lot. So this version wasn't out for a long time, but I think it had a lot of potential. Let me get that music. So I want to see what you can do if you just stick here, not update. And I plan to live stream most of that. Nothing too unconventional here though, just starting out. Same way everybody does. There's a whole lot of clicking involved in moving items around in this version. It's pretty different than it used to be. I have a feeling as I'm learning how streaming works and learning how you do it, I'll talk a little more, but generally my tendency is to be pretty quiet. So I'll have to make an effort to talk through what I'm thinking about and keep it interesting, but as of right now, it's not like anybody's watching to begin with, so. Let's see. Get an axe, get a couple of torches going. Now, oftentimes I don't get too crazy on the first night. I dig a little hole inside of a cliff like this, light it up, throw a door on it, and then I don't have to bother building a house too. I should mention, I don't believe that there's a brightness. Yeah. You can't turn up the brightness, so a lot of times, especially where the resolution is lower for the stream, might be difficult to see, particularly at night. I'll try and keep things, well lit up, but it's only so much I can do. If you watch people's videos from this era, there was a whole lot of not being able to see anything and just listening to what happens at night. I can see a lot better in the dark than you guys can. Actually, before I started playing Minecraft, I watched people's videos about it for a little while, so I saw some videos from this era, but I didn't start playing until later on. Yeah, I think I'll just move into this mountain for a night. Kind of boring, I know, but I've never found the beginning sequence of the game all that interesting. I like getting moved on into interesting projects where you can be more creative and maybe do things a little different from how everybody else might. There's no hunger bar. There is food, and what the food does is it just restores your health bar. As far as I know, there's no natural regeneration the way there is now. So, should I take any damage, a little bit of food might become important, but right now, I think I should be alright. I'll just get some wood and start digging, see what I can find. Maybe tomorrow I explore a little bit. For right now, well, I don't know. How much daylight do I have left? I want to get some iron so I can get the wool off these sheep. Give me a bed. Oh, and what do you know? I guess explore was the right option. It's not enough. Need more iron. I feel like over the years Minecraft has gotten easier and easier, both in the beginning and the end game. It's gotten easier to move around, to do bigger projects, to fight the mobs. I wonder who he was. This version is probably a little on the scarier side. There's no enchantments. The nights are really dark and you can't turn it up to where you can just see either way. You can't sprint to get away from mobs, and you can't get gear that's as strong as nowadays. The diamonds are a little more rare, they're a little harder to come by. Everything's just a little bit tougher, so I feel like that'll be fun. I do normally when I play, I do these really big, grandiose projects, and then when I do smaller things, I don't feel as proud of them because of some of the stuff I get into. But I think where this version will make me work a little harder to get even the basics done, maybe I'll appreciate my achievements a little bit more. Not doing too bad. That's weird. I still think I was thinking, I should get the leather off these cows so I can make an enchantment table. I'll probably do that a lot. I don't have a really comprehensive knowledge of what's in and what isn't in this version of the game, so this isn't very well researched. I'm just going in blind. Nope. I also haven't played in a while. It's been maybe a year or two since I really seriously played the game, so there's bound to be a couple funny moments like that. I'm glad it's sticks and not planks, though. Planks would be quite expensive. Let's see. Oops. Let's get those shears going. Come here. Oh man, we even got chickens. Oh, I'm going risky. The mobs are gonna start coming out soon. Oh man, they drop all kinds of wool. Alright, alright. You can't just drag. They added that later on. Let's see, I should definitely make a bucket and get a farm going. I should also try and get an iron pick happening. I hear someone. I don't know if I'd like to find him. Am I feeling caving? I don't have any food yet. Could get a little hairy. But who knows? Of course, a little bit of strip mining also never hurt anybody. That's something I don't like with the more recent updates. They've all but removed strip mining. I mean, you can do it still, and I think people have figured out, which levels are the best for whatever resource you want to gather, but it's not as effective anymore. It is nice and challenging again, caving. It got a little too easy for a while there, where you could just have super powerful equipment and then you barely run into any mobs and there's not a whole lot of space to watch. But now that the caves are big, you end up fighting off whole hordes of mobs and you can't really see them coming. You can't light everything up quite as effectively. So they brought the challenge in caving back, but I don't really find it as fun. I think there's something about these original versions that, they're the ones that people fell in love with, and I think that was for a reason. I saw a graphic today, I didn't look too close of it, but it was all of the items that were obtainable in this version. And it wasn't very many. There's not a whole lot going on. Please. You can't even change your, shoot, what do you call it? your view angle. I'm trying to think. I don't know why I can't think what it's called, but how zoomed in the screen is. So, and it does bother me a little. I usually play with a pretty wide screen, and this is, I don't know why I can't think of. Oh yeah, field of view, FOV. You can't change that in this version. I always like to turn my FOV sliders pretty much all the way up, so it's a little strange. But I'm definitely getting used to it. It's not totally unbearable or anything. I'm hoping the stream looks alright. I've not really messed with any settings or haven't really figured out how this works. I sort of did a couple test streams just to see if I could figure out what's going on. Made sure my audio is somewhat decently balanced, I hope. I don't really know. I happen to know that creepers are going to be pretty devastating in this version. You really can't do much in the way of escaping them, so I really want to keep an eye out, keep on my toes. Speaking of, I hear something going down out there. I'm a little suspicious of it. You know, I haven't made a sword yet. I am some kind of lunatic, aren't I? I don't even have a weapon. Running around the caves like a madman. That's a little better. Should put the shears away. No offhand. I've gotten kind of used to that. I think they added that in 1.9. Definitely felt like a strange feature at first, but I got used to it pretty quickly, especially caving, carrying a bunch of torches with me. Not even having to switch away from my pick. But I think I enjoy the slower pace of this version. It's almost gotten too fast these days. What was I gonna do? Let's see, I have a whole bunch of iron. Let me make a bed. I mean, why not? Whoa, 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 where did you come from, my man? Huh. That was strange. That was very strange. I don't even know how that happened. I mean, where's my light levels? Can you see light levels in this version? Maybe not. Might not show you. Oh well, that's okay. Yeah, I don't know where he came from. That was really crazy. He didn't even let me skip the... Hey, what the heck is this, man? This is crazy. Why can't I sleep? This makes no sense. Does it happen every time? There's something I don't know about this version of the game, clearly. I don't know what that was all about. Alright. Well, now it's most certainly time to get some food together. It also seems all my animals have left the island. That is okay. There was a problem for a long time in the game. I actually don't even remember when they fixed it, but all the passive animals started having a really hard time spawning, but I don't think that was the case in this version. I think that even when they're hard to find, they should come back. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. Let me make... I'll get enough iron for a pick later. I'll make a bucket for right now. And hoe. I've kind of gotten used to the crafting, I don't know what they call it, the little book that they have now. I never actually make my own crafting recipes. Actually, do I want to do that? There's not a whole ton of nice flat farmland just laying around. So the question is, where shall we go? Alright. A couple pigs are gonna have to go, unfortunately. I do need to get fed. Here's a good area. We can put a farm right here. Oh man, I forget. You have to sneak on the farmland in this version. Oh, but jumping on it doesn't. Oh, that is something else. Yeah, I forgot that's a thing. But I think, so long as you sneak on it, it's okay. And I'm pretty sure there was a trick once upon a time that you could put fences underneath the farmland and it wouldn't, when you walked on it, it wouldn't break it. I'm not sure why that was. Probably something about the hitbox of the fence and how it interacts with the player. I'm not sure. Well, and I think you could even have animals walking across it. I'll probably have to put up a fence around that and make sure that nothing can walk across there and destroy all my crops. Let's cook a pork chop. There's no hoppers. There's very little automation that I can really do here. And man, food items didn't used to stack. So it's quite the ordeal, this. But that's pretty effective. Instant healing right there. Not a whole lot of grass. I want to say that in the alpha versions you could use hoe on the grass and you'd get the seeds from that. But I don't... Well, that was definitely true at some point, but I think that they probably changed that when they added the tall grass. So I doubt it's still the case. You do probably have to be within a certain proximity. It's either, well, there's always been a proximity for crops growing. I don't know whether it's 64 or 128 blocks. They've changed that throughout different points when they're trying to optimize the game, so I don't know what it is in this version. I hope I generally stay close enough to that it can grow. I could build my own farm down there underground, though, if I really needed to. Alright. Man, there's something going on, like, right over here. Oh, looks promising. Yes, sir. That is a whole lot of zombies. Oh, man. Right now I have to run out of torches, of course. I wonder if they were related to the whole bed incident. I really don't know what was up with that. No clue. Plenty of torches, can't hurt. Great thing to have. So I'll most certainly want to make a good strip mining area. That'll be a thing. I think maybe that's what I do right now. I should definitely at some point do some exploring, though. I should, once I'm done digging, I will, eventually I'll probably put stairs through here, but I'll break all these blocks so I don't smack my face on them. But for right now, I just want to get down to the level. I don't know if they ever changed up the rarity on diamonds. They could have. I don't. They might be more rare in this version. I feel like people cared about them a lot more at this point in time. So couldn't tell you. Man, doors were a pain for a long time. I remember before 1.7, like if you built an iron farms used to involve a whole lot of doors, and they didn't stack. So I remember building a couple iron farms and just having inventories full of doors, and then of course they didn't have shulker boxes either, so you couldn't just transport them all to where you were building it easily. You'd have to generally take the wood with you and then craft them as you went. It was a fun thing, and then the iron farms were way slower than they are now. You could have one that involved stringing like 64 villages together. That was a pretty common size, and they'd have maybe 1,600 iron per hour. Nowadays, the simplest iron farm you can make is putting out 500, and you can just stack them up next to each other, which did not used to be possible. They would interfere. So you can just build, 3-4 of those. Very easy, way smaller than the modern ones, or than the old ones, sorry. stack a bunch up next to each other and you just have a totally abhorrent ability to produce iron. I should put my wooden pickaxe away. Oh man, I didn't have sticks. Where are we at? 22. We're getting close. Huh. That's a funny little formation. Stream's still going good. Good. Sorry if I'm not keeping it well enough lit up to see. This feels strange because in the moment I'm really talking to no one, but should anyone ever... Oh yeah, that's right. Should anyone ever decide they care about what I'm doing here, I want to document and have some watchable content to go back to. But as of right now, I'm talking to no one. I feel a little bit insane. So I think everybody knows, or knew. Oh man, just my luck. Everyone knew that you mine at level 12, but there's kind of a misconception about that. So level 12 is the most common layer to see diamonds. But if you look at all the layers around it, you don't actually want to be standing on layer 12. You might... Some people would argue you want to stand on layer 11 to get around this exact ordeal with the lava here. I don't think so. I think it's worth going a layer down because the difference in the rarity of diamonds between layers 9, 10, 11, and 12 is very small. They're quite similar, but 8 and 13 and everything outside of this little 4-block band, they get a whole lot less common. So really, where you can see 4 layers while you're mining, it's these 4 you want to be able to see. If you went up a block, you would see more of that layer 12, technically the most common, but you would never find anything, or almost never find anything above your head. It's maybe half or even a third, somewhere in there. I don't remember exactly the amount of diamonds that you'll find up here compared to these 4 layers. So these are the ones you want to be exposing. And I'm really in no rush. I think that's kind of how you have to be. I'm in no rush to get things done. I'm just enjoying playing the game. Just make this a little more comfortable to walk inside of. Oh man, I even place these blocks. I'm mining my own blocks. Let's see. Oh, there. Okay. There's definitely an argument to be made for caving. It's good, at least in this version, it's really good for finding iron, but in terms of looking for diamonds, it's really not that effective. You are able to search more blocks at any given time, if you think about it in that way. But typically, when you do find a vein of diamond, you're not going to be finding quite as much. It gets cut off by the cave. Some of the diamonds get deleted most of the time. So I feel like, in my experience, I typically end up finding quite a bit less. Here we're doing a targeted search of the richest layers, and when we find a vein, it's very likely to be a full vein, have 8 or 10 diamond ore in it. Oh boy. Alright, what do I want to do here? Whoa, boy. That makes sense. I don't think crafting tables burn, but they definitely catch fire. So that could be a problem. Matter of fact, that could be a problem. I wanted to build sort of a mining room down here, so I definitely should make sure it's nice and clear of any lava issues. I don't want it to burn down. Most of my worlds I turn off fire tick. That might feel a little bit like cheating, but I think it makes the game more enjoyable. I don't like having my builds burned down. There's no extra fun in that, I don't feel, so. You know, it's not like the risk of your things burning down is making it a more thrilling experience or anything like that. It's really just kind of lame. But that's my personal preference. I mean, play the game how you like. That's how I like. I used to like to play with keep inventory on, because a lot of times I would die and lose all my things, and then I would want to not play for a little while. I'd take a break after that. And so I figured out that I'd actually end up playing the game more, and I'd go and be more adventurous with keep inventory on. And then I got better at not dying, and the game got a little too easy, so I stopped doing that to sort of bring the thrill back into everything. Man, I want to get those guys. They're so loud. I think he's this way. Where are you, buddy? Oh, boy. He's somewhere. The sounds aren't as precise as they are now. Oh yeah, oh man. What's up there? I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that. Okay, I'm gonna hang back. How's about we block that area off? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. It's iron pickaxe time, finally. No, it's not. I need sticks. I keep forgetting this. This is the second time. Oh, man. I think that's the same amount it drops now, but it looks like a whole lot more just because the way items are. That's kind of fun. I think I almost like these item entities better. It's kind of strange. This is almost a different game. It's not quite that unfamiliar, but it is weird. Like you feel different playing this version than the newer ones. I think it's a different mood that it has. A different vibe, as the kids would say. I'm one of the kids, I'm just not as cool. Alright. Yeah. That's a good little haul there. So I want to put kind of a little center room. I'll dig out an area, and eventually I'll probably decorate it. I don't think I'll do that right away. Maybe, who knows. I don't know. I'll do what comes to me, but I want to dig out a little center room, and then I want to have sort of two arms branching out of it, going either direction. And then out of those, either direction, I'll have strip mines, which I'll take, 1 or 200 blocks. I'll probably dig out a little hallway on the other end to run into. That way I can turn around and come back. How big shall I make it? This is 6 by 5. I definitely want to go bigger than that. I'll also want to have a room. I'll probably go straight back and have a little storage area. This is the sort of thing that I've done before. It won't be the first time I've built something like this. Yeah. How big should I go? Maybe 7 by 7, 9 by 9. I think 9 by 9 would be good. Bigger is better, right? Maybe I'm not as bad at narrating my thoughts as I thought I was. I suppose I do talk to myself a lot. Like when I'm learning, that's sort of how I learn things. I explain them to myself. So maybe that habit helps. There are so many mobs around this. I'm definitely surrounded by caves. Let's see. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This wasn't a great direction to measure, oh boy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gold. In real life, if I found that much gold, I'd probably be over the moon, ecstatic about it, but you can't do all that much with it here. Gold is overrated. That's my hot take of the day. I do have a couple things that I should do tonight, and although it's Friday, I'm gonna try and go to bed early. I have a whole lot I'm trying to do tomorrow, so. So, you know, maybe I'll keep it to an hour. I might come back and stream a little more. I could put a load of laundry in and then play while it's going, or maybe I do some things off camera during that time. What have I done? I've not gone far enough over here. That's what I've done. This is not a square. I should probably find a spawner too. Like if I could find a skeleton spawner, that would really be a winning discovery. Bone meal is a good thing. good regular consistent supply of bone meal is always a good thing to have. I like that they don't make the tool breaking noise. They used to be so loud, it would scare me every time. I'll make a real amount of sticks this time, I guess. I'm getting some good cobblestone supply going. It's always good. Okay, I guess I won't build the wall there. There we go. Maybe I shouldn't build, because I want to put some wood in here, but maybe I should avoid wood. Maybe I should keep it all to non-flammable sorts of blocks. I don't really know what's available to me. I guess there's these, right? There's those. No, that's not what I was thinking. Smooth stone slabs. They used to have the texture. Well, now they actually added smooth stone. I still call this smooth stone, but they've made an even smoother stone. But that texture came from the slabs that you'd make out of these blocks, and then they added slabs that match this texture. And the full blocks, the smooth stone that's smoother than smooth stone, is used to be something that you could only get in creative. It was kind of funny. So people would build with them, placing them with commands, but you couldn't. I don't know that you could get the item. I think you had to place it with commands. Oh. Ooh. That's quite the storm. It came in quick. Man, I hope that noise isn't just absolutely terrible. I'm not really sure. Like, that might be quite annoying on the stream. I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch some of this, see how it turns out. Like, I hope it's not drowning out my voice. I don't know. Maybe I go back underground And there's so many saplings. I think they did reduce the amount of saplings that drop when they switched it so the sticks dropped too. I think the saplings were less because I remember having to redesign tree farms and make them more efficient on breaking the leaves. And I placed a whole lot of torches. I hope they're working for visibility. For you guys, I'm doing fine. I am just used to higher brightness settings than this, though. So yeah, there's no silk touch. If I want this stone, I have to smelt it. That's gonna a little bit on the wild side. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright. I could swear you can't reach as far as you can now. I don't know, but it feels like I keep expecting to be able to break blocks and then I can't reach them. Alright. That's pretty good, and then this can be sort of the tunnel that we walk down. I'll put up something of a door frame, I guess, over here as well. It does just feel like I need so much lighting. I don't know if I do need all the lighting or if if it just feels dark. Might be an instinct, I don't know. It's okay though. More lighting never hurt anybody. What do I want to do? And this, of course, won't be, so these two will be for strip mines. This will be the entrance, and then this will be for storage. Is kind of the thought here. So yeah, I guess I just smelt up some stone. We'll do one stack. We'll just smelt a stack. Leave that to sit. I'll probably turn off the stream before that's even done, but that is okay. And then, yeah, like what I'll do here is, shoot, how many do I want to go? I guess I'll go 3 blocks in between, and then one strip mine. This side is annoying. So I'll put like one here. One, whoa, baby, that is something else. Where is it? Have I even... Did I go over there? Oh boy, I mean I must have, I guess. Okay. If only I had some diamonds, I'd come and harvest this. Turn it into obsidian, harvest it. I do not have the diamonds. That's okay, but I probably should get rid of it. Whatever, I will deal with that at a later date. Please. Oh man, that is a deep, deep, deep lava pit. That stinks. Okay. Yeah, sheesh, man. Oh no. Okay. We'll do that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Alright. Just that way everything looks proper, right? Okay. And then maybe not one on either side, but probably one above each one, like so. If that, you know, I don't know. Will that light up the ground enough? Because it would be... Is it 14 in this or 15 in this? I don't even know. It's okay. Well, if mobs start spawning in the mines, I will then conclude that the problem is insufficient lighting. I am clearly in a rough spot for starting out a mine. I think the very beginning of each strip mine might be a little bit clogged up with caves and lava and all sorts of things. But that is okay. No big deal there. Let's call that good. Could probably use a little light in the middle. Perfect. Alright. And you know what? We're coming up on about an hour here. I think that's a good place to leave it. I've gotten a good bit done. We'll call it there. I have some laundry to throw in. I'll get to that. Doesn't that sound exciting?